did make a little bit of I was taking too much cobalt. Don't need to drink cobalt like it's Pepsi, like I said in the last video. That's dangerous. Don't do that. So I don't want to say too much cobalt, or yeah, I'll just say too much. Cobalt can cause optic neuritis. That's what they thought I had when I first went blind. And so get worse, and then get better, and come back to almost what you had. Yeah, I don't want that. I already have some vision problems, and some other things. But backed off of that, and I think that clarity is back. It did take a couple of weeks for that to kind of fully come back into sight. So the cobalt thing is 0.02 per day milligrams, and I was taking maybe 1.1 or something like that. Too much. So I backed off the cobalt, and now I'm only taking 2 drops in the morning. This is going to choke me to death. Trying to eat fruit snacks and talk. Ugh. Yeah, that's going to choke me. So the cobalt disaster was averted, because I'm paying extremely close attention to every single thing about my body, how I feel, like my body temperature. What? I'm kind of monitoring my body temperature, and the last couple of days, it was like they just turned the heat up to 90 degrees a couple of times throughout that couple of days. Like the other night when I went to my room to go to bed, it was so damn hot. I had to open up the window fully and take the curtains and like fan it to kind of get the cold air in my room. It was nuts. I don't know why it's so damn hot. Maybe it's not, maybe it's me. Also, I have multiple sclerosis. Maybe it's something to do with that, because who knows? I can't feel pain. That's multiple sclerosis. People with LHON, I don't think have to worry about that. That's a multiple sclerosis. Your brain is Swiss cheese kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah, I cut my finger the other day when I was washing the dishes, and we have some really sharp knives. And usually I can fucking juggle knives. I don't care. I'm really throw a cactus at me and I'll catch it. I have really good, soft touch hands, whatever. Not this time. The sponge dropped out from out of my hand, and I can feel it, and it just bled all over the sink for like 5 minutes. I didn't wash anything. I had to rewash a couple of things because they were all full of blood. Whoops. So yeah, I can't feel pain. I mean, if I hit like my bone on the, even that hurt really bad. My bones on stuff, that hurts like incredibly. I dropped a Pepsi on my toe from the fridge, so full Pepsi, boom, right on my toe. Oh my god! I lay on the ground and like freak out and almost cry to death. Oh my god! But a sushi chef can just chop me up, and I just look at him, pissed off because now I got cuts everywhere. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was just mad at myself about the finger thing. Like, how did I fucking cut myself? I juggle with these things. My mom's atrocious with cutting herself with knives. She's bad at it. Yeah. So the cobalt, I think that was averted, and careful with cobalt, not too much. I think it is something to be used to help regrow neural pathways, like axonal connections, and the whole nerve thing. I like studying. I get really smart at one thing, and then there's so many other things, and I just study that, and I kind of forget all the stuff. But I have all the info, and I do all the right things. I don't know. Something else that came up is in the Facebook group. Someone asked, has anyone heard of using or doing red light therapy? And I posted, yes, I have. I've been doing it for 10 months and, all these other things. And I posted the link to the 2 podcasts and, just give more information about what I'm doing and all these things. And Melissa posted that Dr. Sudan did a study down in Brazil, I believe, years ago. And I think that the end result was he thought it was dangerous for LHON. And then she posted a link to a video of the panels that she holds at the conferences and stuff. I don't know. But he was talking about how the red light therapy can overactivate or overstimulate the mitochondria and mitochondrial energy transport chain, where problems are and where we're trying to get the stuff to the endpoint and everything. So it can cause, or I don't know what cause, but yeah, we'll just go with cause for a minute. It can cause more NAD, more electrons, more stuff to start flowing through, and then go up in the cytochrome C, the little slide that I was talking about, and all of these things, and it may be overwhelming to the body, and that may cause more reactive oxygen species to be created. Okay, no problem. Have you looked at my plan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30 reactive oxygen species specifically targeting things like that. I do think that if a person who had LHON vision loss just sat with the red light for 6-10 hours a day and did nothing else, no supplements, no antioxidants, no, just red light for super long, they would be causing a lot of reactive oxygen species or free radicals to be created, just because of the speed up and the more of the process happening. Okay. So in that case, where maybe a long time ago we didn't have the information about antioxidants and reactive oxygen species, and maybe a little bit, but not so much detail, and who knows, things evolve with time. But I feel perfectly safe, especially with the army that I put after the reactive oxygen species. And I've just called up another set of troops. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. So I think that the cobalt did kind of fuggle things up for a bit, and it was kind of getting a little bit blurrier. And if I wasn't paying so close attention to everything, and I mean, within 48 hours, I noticed something, I stopped something. And it's all, good coming back or whatever. The problem of going backwards rather than, getting vision and going forward, stopped. And I do think that my vision has been improving a little bit. Like when I when I sit in a chair and I look across the room at the piece of art on the wall, it has orange in the top left and then orange kind of coming down. I can see more of the orange coming from the top right down towards the bottom left. More of the splat or spray paint. Take spray paint and just make a line. Well, what is that? I don't know. It's a goofy spray paint line. But it's not like a fine line created in graphics art on a computer. It's just blurry. Kind of looks like that, I guess. I don't know. But it wasn't there 2 weeks ago. So that's an improvement, which is good. I need to get back on track to that. Every 2 weeks, I'm like, I can see this so much better, because that was much more fun. I don't want to make just don't do this, don't do that. Whoops, I fucked this up. Don't do that. I think it is important not to watch one of these videos and just go, oh, I'm going to take all that too. That probably is not the best idea. I'm doing a lot here. There's a lot planned, and I've figured out a lot, I think. Not of how to just turn off a gene and then I mutated my DNA back or whatever. I'm not a super scientist, molecular genius. But the things that are wrong, there are things that we can do to subdue, just completely ignore, bypass, lots of different things. And I think I've put most of everything to do with that together. And I think there's just maybe 6 more products or different vitamins or supplements or molecules or minerals or amino acids or holy crap, it just goes on and on. I had my AI help me make a category list of those type of things. This is a flavonoid, this is a ribozoid. What's a ribozoid? That's a thing in math. So it was really interesting because everything has 4 different or 3 or 4 different supplements or products, I guess. Bottles of pills on my counter, which is now pretty much my entire bathroom counter. There's room for my razor, there's room for my toothbrush, and bottle of vitamins all the way down to the end. Whoops. I think it's 14 different things. So what I need what I have added. I'm already taking this one. I'm slowly going to add these things in one at a time, and kind of measure and watch and all of that, and see how things go. And back to being a test rat. I am the test rat. I will figure this out. Careful. I don't care. But you careful. Wait till I'm done, because I don't know if I'm gonna die tomorrow from what I'm doing. Right? I mean, I could get hit by bugs. I don't leave the house, but you know what I mean. I could die tomorrow, or shrivel up, or I go completely blind. If that was exactly known, this would be a prescription drug already, because they ran 15 years of trials and 19 different categories and blah blah blah. This is not that. Like with the cobalt, yes, I know when I studied and blah blah blah. Cobalt, I want cobalt in the plan. 0.02, I knew. That's why I started with 2 drops at first, and then I was like, oh, let's go to 3. And then I was like, let's add it to each time. And then I was taking, instead of 2 drops in the morning, and that's it, 3, 6, 9, 12 drops, 3 throughout the day. That's too much cobalt. Don't do that. So, you watched one of the videos 3 videos ago, and you're like, oh man, he's taking so much cobalt. That's cool. I'm going to get tons of vision back too. I'm probably going to cause optic neuritis. And I don't want that on, my conscience, I guess, or my fault. I don't want to be the cause of that sort of stuff. This is my journey. This is my story. Yeah. I try to research and study as much as I possibly can, but with all of this, I have a much grander plan uh, because of what I've learned and what I've found out. Like, our disease doesn't need a prescription drug for. I don't know, I'm still just really irritated about the whole thing. I don't need to say it over and over and still say it. Like the pharmaceutical company who did the study in, what is it, the late 90s, early 2000s. I don't know when the hell they did this. I think it was 2005, 2010. Yeah, somewhere in there. But Synthera, and then they went around and they're still trying all over to make idebenone a prescription for idebenone a prescription for Liebers. It doesn't need to be a prescription for Liebers. That's fucking ridiculous. They've found a thing that donates electrons to complex 4. I believe this was in the 90s. The patent or the copyright for idebenone ran out in that time period. And I think, people could easily do research on this stuff. I think that the patent ran out, and then Santhera Pharmaceuticals, that's the name I remember from way back when I found the study on Katina, and that was the original Santhera Pharmaceuticals study on idebenone to help LHON. And that's what 900 milligrams per day comes from and is based on. And that's where whatever's coming from to like information and that sort of thing, not some weird mythical thing. But that study had 9 people in it, I believe. Okay. But I don't know, I have a hard time dealing with all this shit. Like, so is it difficult? Or, well, not difficult, but I don't know how much detail about this I want to, like, divulge, whatever, say. It's not because of any real reason, other than money. Not my money, not my future money. Others seeing money in it. Because they have actual money and they have teams and blah, blah, blah. They can do it faster now, quick, and make it real. And then they charge what, pharmaceutical normally charges. Tons. My way, I want to make it as inexpensive as possible. It will be a lot of things, so it's not going to be $20. My idea is to kind of use AI and come up with the new version of the electron donor, and antioxidant and reactive oxygen species, like targeted antioxidant, and turn that into a pill that we can take. And then also, this is the I'm the science experiment part. I'm the test rat. All my supplements in the bathroom, I'm testing. So there hopefully will be a final kind of formulation of I need this much of this one, I need this much of this one, don't need that. That's too much thing. It's in, all of these are good, and I can create all of this stuff into 3 different ones. That's kind of the plan. Create 3 different pills that all my supplements are in. So there would be 4 pills, the electron donor, like kind of the Debinon, and then 3 different pills that all my vitamins. And I think that's going to be way better. The problem, I think, is like how do I put this? It's like just the amount of knowledge and the time, all of that knowledge and all the products and all the access and all of this things has been put together and then acted on. Has it been done? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't found nobody doing that. You know what I mean? There's not big pharmaceutical companies putting all their money into, and I don't know. I'm just kind of bummed out about it. Like, like the pharmaceutical companies ruin everything, but we need them. Like at different stages of being fucked up. You hate pharmaceutical companies like me right now. I'm trying to buy supplements and vitamins and whatever, and do this for my body, and the pharmaceutical company is trying to make a studied and pharmaceutical grade approved and blah blah blah. They're trying to make a good one, and then there's the next step and the next step, and I'm just trying to get what I need no matter what fucking step you guys are in. Come on, man. So that's kind of irritating part about trying to do this, and the disease is our disease specifically, I guess, and a time track overall. If I have $1 trillion, I could just put it all into LHON research, and then we would know a whole bunch more, a whole lot faster. But how many people have LHON? How many companies are going to profit from that? How much interest is there in doing X, Y, Z? I don't know. So, yeah. I'm really kind of bummed out about the whole medical prescription gene therapy. I took part in that trial, and then I went to blah 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 big companies. They did 10 years of trials, all 4 phases, and then went to FDA. FDA said they wanted better. Bitch, it can't be better. It already cures the shit. Yeah, but we want more people to see more. Us too. Us too. And that's what I'm trying to do. The gene therapy isn't a sight cure. It's a disease cure. Won't be causing any more reactive oxygen species to be doing the damage to make you blind. But what damage is healed, or vision you get back after doing gene therapy, I guess a scientist has to come up with the right word for this, but I see it as a byproduct of doing the gene therapy, correcting the DNA, and you don't have any more reactive oxygen species being created. Well, I mean, maybe do like a normal human would be, but not at our levels. Yes. I don't know, I'm kind of lost about the whole prescriptions and studies, and that's one thing I will have to see. That's why this is more hopes and dreams. I'm gonna have to run actual studies, like with you or me or people with LHON and taking these supplements. because it will be a natural supplement. You just buy it on Amazon or wherever. My website, who knows? Dreaming. I dreamed about being able to buy all the Adebonone in the world and give it away when I had an Etsy store when I was making AI art. That was fun. The dream, not the art. So, let's go through the new stuff. So, this isn't brand new. I've had it, and I don't have it. I have it now, and it's coming more in the mail. But it's been things I did research on and added to the plan, and this is going to be phase 2, phase 3, and all these vitamins. And so I just feel that now is the appropriate time to implement the next set of things to help with different parts of the plan. And I will be depressed about my computer. Fuck you. Yeah, I gotta get my computer set back up. It's got a malicious malware adware pop-up thing, that McAfee antivirus software. It's like ad for that. It just pops up and freezes my whole computer, and I can't do shit. I just have to restart the whole thing by unplugging it. It's annoying. So I have to go through and figure that out, but yeah. I will make another podcast about all of these added supplements. Cordyceps struggle. 5 supplements. Whoa. So, first one is, well, the first 2 are mushroom supplements, like the lion's mane that a lot of us have been taking. Chaga, CHAGA, chaga. And that, how do I explain it? It helps with I can't be exact on this one, on the terms, but kind of helps your neurons fire more cleanly and connect to the next one better. Yeah. It's good for just in general brain health, and also it's a good antioxidant. And the second one is Cordyceps, and Cordyceps is, I'm going to say right now, I'm going to say right now, what the hell? I'm going to say is mainly for respiration in the mitochondria. So the ease of use, the cleanliness of use, the proper use of oxygen in the respiratory process, making sure nothing with the oxygen gets like dirty or kerfuckled up. All right. Not a scientific word, but I'm not being scientific right now, I guess. Yeah. So the cordyceps help maybe with the respiration in the mitochondria. So oxygen and bigger picture, we're trying to get to ATP at the end. So all the way at the beginning, we got NR, NMN, NAD plus, NAD, and then the ATP synthase. technically is complex 4. And it kind of goes out and around and into the mitochondria, and that's where the ATP is made. Yeah, helping the oxygen actually flow through there better. Because I'm doing a lot, I guess. A lot. A whole bathroom counter full. I'll show you that in a minute. A lot of things to help mitochondria produce more energy, more ATP, kill free radicals. You know, I need something for the oxygen. If mitochondria is a puzzle, or more specifically the MEC, mitochondria energy transport chain, where the complexes are and the ATP is made and all that. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. My brain is blah, 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 blah. The mitochondria, like a puzzle. Kind of what I have been doing is treating the mitochondria energy transport chain, the mitochondria as a whole, the cell, and mitochondrial DNA as a puzzle piece. So each thing is another puzzle piece, and I'm just trying to fit all the puzzle pieces together properly. And if this one's a little too big, maybe that's not the right one. I got another one. I'm trying to figure out what is going to make that puzzle complete, look great, and have no room for movements. It's just solid. That is a perfect image. The puzzle is complete. I guess that's one way I'm thinking about it. Yeah, nobody else is. I'm gonna do this for us. So, I'm trying to find out what's gonna work, what's gonna help, what's gonna fix. Because the DNA is mutated. The complex 1 for 11778 reaches up in kerfuffles. I'll use it again in kerfuffles. The kerfuffles, the NAD plus, leaving the electron loose. Then that bonds with the oxygen, and this is maybe what might the cordyceps might help with this. So NAD plus is floating across the complex 1. Yeah, complex 1, our mutation, hypothetically, reaches up in kerfuffles, the NAD plus, releasing the electron. Then the electron finds oxygen. I don't know how that happens, but the electron finds oxygen and becomes reactive oxygen species, the downfall of our vision. Fuck that. So, the cordyceps, I'm thinking, maybe in that process, an electron just got released from the NAD plus, and it's trying to maybe find oxygen or anything else. I don't know. So it's trying to find oxygen, but I'm taking cordyceps, mushroom extract, or not extract, supplement, and maybe the cordyceps is grabbing the oxygen and helping it along the way that it's supposed to go, instead of being bouncing around trying to find its way, and then the electron finds it, reactive oxygen species. Is that a good puzzle piece or a bad puzzle piece? I don't know, but it's like $22 a month. So I'm trying to figure every fucking thing out. I can't make a down the road, hypothetically, because I'm a super hopeful guy. I'm gonna get all my vision back, and I'm gonna help everybody get their vision back too, because I'm gonna make a thing, and the thing will be cool. Because I'm a super hopeful guy. So, in my idea, I was saying make 4 pills. One will be the electron donor, and the other ones will be kind of my supplements or vitamins. And I'm working to find out exactly what. And then I will even go further with AI simulations and have Python simulations, Pyganda. Pyganda? Is that what it is? Pygandic? No, Pyganda. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different libraries that'll do simulations for different stuff. More to figure out on that when I get there. So, yeah, that's kind of the name of this game. I'm a test rat. Unless you want to be a test rat too. I'll do everything I do. Yet, I said a long time ago, don't see what I do and then do little what you want to do what I do. Yeah, but kinda, cause I've been open from the start. This is kind of my journey, my trial. Well, I don't know if I call it my trial, but this is my research and development. I am my own R&D. Yeah, I don't know. I did the R&D for the Bascom Palmer Eye Institute gene therapy study. That actually worked. We have a cure. LHON has got a cure. Not to like give you all your vision back, but you're a 20-year-old woman. Boom, get the cure. You have a child later. The child will not go blind. That's a thing. The American FDA fucked us. Oh, you remember Vlad the Impaler? How he had like this thing, this big stick thing with like nails poking out of it, like yeah, right in our butt. Yeah. So, I am taking chaga, cordyceps, and this next one, I was taking a long time ago in Vision Quest 1.0, astaxanthin, and one of the reasons I was taking it just because of the antioxidant aspect of it, and it was specifically mentioned that it helped clear out reactive oxygen species, because when you're working out, you tear muscle. Tearing muscle releases oxygen. Release oxygen could become reactive oxygen species, or on its own be inflammatory and different things like that. So, astaxanthin I was taking back then, and I was doing all kinds of working out. Holy moly! And I never felt any pain from it. It was great. But I am taking astaxanthin again. I'm on day 3. Just easing it slow. Day 1, I took it once at night. Day 2, I took it once in the morning, once at night. Day 3, I took it once in the morning. Gonna take it once at night, and I'm gonna give it another week just to make sure nothing changes. Like my body temperature, I mentioned earlier. I was like really hot. I sat in my bedroom with the window wide open, no shirt, just like it was dead middle of summer, 95 degrees, and it was not. It was December 31st. And here it was 33 degrees. So it was cold outside. Yeah, I don't know what it was. MS. I thought maybe the astaxanthin, but I did a bunch of research into that, and I don't think that astaxanthin is playing a role at all in upregulating my body temperature, or making me get hot, or making me get cold. If anything, maybe the furnace had a malfunction, or maybe it was MS. and who knows. But I don't think it was astaxanthin, so still going to continue with that morning and night. And the next supplement that I am going to be adding, and I will add this in, so the only one that I've added in so far is astaxanthin, the chaga, cordyceps, and this one, the grapeseed extract. I will add that in later as I wanted a 101. When I first started this, the very first, I took everything all at once. And I was going to subtract things until I found out what was the problem. If there was a problem, there wasn't. But just adding, after I'm already on so much, I want to add one thing at a time and be slow and cautious about it. So it'll take maybe 2 months to get integrated with the next things into my plan. So grapeseed extract, also a pill, and what's the next? Oh yeah, I bought 2 of these. I keep thinking there was more because I bought 2 bottles of this one. One a smaller milligram pill, one a large milligram pill. So one's 50 or 500 milligrams. That's what it is. One's 500 milligrams, and the other pill is 2,250 milligrams. So 2.25 grams, and this one is half a gram. So they're quite different. And I'm going to start out on the lower one, and what this is L-citrulline. L-citrulline could help with, I'm going to just classify this together as antioxidant. It can help to clear some of the, how do you call it? Free radicals. I don't think it's necessarily or specifically a antioxidant, but it helps with the cleanup of the garbage, so to say. So L-citrulline, and also one thing that I haven't done a ton of research into this, but it's one of the things that I'm adding to the pile, like so many other things, because there has been studies or reports or information, whatever, about adult stem cells being attracted to certain areas when you take this, or things like that. So one thing that I've learned, well, somebody watches my video and they say they learned. Well, you saw a guy talking, and then you say you learned. And I guess that's kind of what this is, but that's the passing of information. I don't know. Yeah. So L-citrulline, I'm going to say it this way, has potential to attract adult stem cells to the eye. So there are, this actually relates back to where this all started. McNeely, Josh McNeil, his name's different now though. I don't know, his Facebook changed. Isaiah, Josh McNeil, he messaged me out of nowhere and asked me if I had heard of Sight Care. And there was a big, long, highly emotionally charged video and everything to go along. And its premise was it helps to attract adult stem cells to the eye. And adult stem cells it's just how the world works. They can fix anything. It's what they are. So I looked at that. I've been taking that for almost 10 months. My time frame is getting all messed up because of these videos. I'm like, every 2 weeks. And I think I took a bunch of time off, and uh, then I added too many videos, and I didn't do the timeline correct. I don't know. I started this April 12th, 2024. So it's really only been 9 months, I guess. But that's crazy to me, because I really have gotten quite a bit of vision back. And that's in 9 months. Yes. What would be an ultimate dream would be this puzzle piece I'm talking about. Figuring out what exactly I need. Excuse me. What exactly I need in this formula to make it so that the human body can heal the damage, whether it's just a little bit because you just went blind, or whether it's like an incredible amount because you've been blind for 60 years or whatever. Give the body specifically what it needs to heal that damage, because with methylene blue, the 11778, can't talk about all the other mutation numbers and the specifics of how that works with their mutation. Sorry, guys. I only know mine, 11778. Methylene blue makes the mutation irrelevant. Doesn't matter. It's cleaning up any reactive oxygen species or free radicals that get created because of the mutation. Kerfuckling. I love that word. Kerfuckling the NAD plus and then releasing the electron and then causing the ROS to be created and blah blah blah. Methylene blue just saturates, and it does both. It's I know I've remembered this word before, but there was a video where I was like, I just can't remember what the hell methylene blue is called. It's a thing. It does a stuff, and it gives and it takes, and it's a redox agent. So when you say drink methylene blue, goes in your stomach, whatever, and then it goes right to your eyeball and your mitochondria in there, and right, far fast, I get it, follow along. Goes into your mitochondria, and then it gets into the actual MEC, the mitochondrial energy transport chain, and it's carrying electrons, because methylene blue already has the electron to give, and it gives electron to complex 4, and it goes back to the beginning and cleans up ROS, and then goes back to the beginning and gives that electron, or the end, gives that electron to complex 4. And I think it can do this for 5 hours, kind of continuously. I am not a scientist. A molecule, like, the methylene blue inside the mitochondria, real small, down to atom size or whatever, I don't know. Remember, I'm not the scientist. So methylene blue's in the MEC, and it gives an electron to complex 4, goes back, cleans up the reactive oxygen species, grabs an electron from that, gives it to complex 4, goes back to and it's like a loop, maybe. And the half-life of methylene blue is 5 hours. That's kind of why I take it, 8, 2, 4, 8, whatever it is. Space it out about 5 hours. I try to keep it about that. But guess the whole point of this would be, sorry for the last 5 minutes. There's the point. my pill will last longer because it will be see, this is a moment when I'm thinking of what I should say. It's gonna be a pill coated in some stuff so that you don't get everything blue. Nothing will be blue. My bathroom is quite blue. My towel is extremely blue. My mouth and my lips are blue all the time. When I go out, I feel like here in Seattle, there's somewhere called Broadway. Man, I would fit in on Broadway, I'm telling you. That guy's lips are so pretty sky blue. It's amazing. I love Broadway. Dick's, oh, Dick's is amazing. Dick's is like a restaurant. And it's really, really good. So I have a lot of work to do to get my computer set up back up so that I can get back into making things. Yeah, I'll make the podcast with updated with these new supplements: chaga, cordyceps, grapeseed oil, and the L-citrulline, the letter L. I hate speech to text. When I say L-citrulline or L anything, it thinks I'm Spanish, and it says EL. And then I have to go back and whatever. Annoying. The letter L, citrulline. So that's pretty much about it, I guess. Oh boy, a bad video, I think. But update: cobalt. Careful how much you use. Just a little bit, one time. Just a little bit, one time. And if you don't, maybe I was on the path of causing optic neuritis myself, because my vision was definitely getting worse. So on the 1st, my vision started to get better. All the way to the 15th, it was getting really better. That's awesome. And then I took that stuff and I drank so much cobalt, and then the exact opposite happened. I just went backwards for almost the same amount of time. Like all the gains and clarity and like, I don't know, it looks like HD. For me, not really for everybody else, but you know, with good vision, I was saying, okay, dude. But my vision's improving once again. So I stopped the going backwards and I'm going forwards again. I think that's really good. Pay attention, go slow. Death trap. Oh, and by the way, everything that I'm doing in my plan, in my supplements and everything, everything maybe, but there are things that the longevity community and the health and beauty community, like I learned about certain things from all kinds of places. So my skin, my face, my forehead, my nose isn't perfect yet, but man, it's so smooth and soft. Like, not since before I hit puberty. I don't think I look like a baby. But everything I'm doing is good for you. So that's good. Alright, guys. I'm going to cut out because it's been too damn long. See you in 2 weeks.